So, since last time I saw you, something interesting happened in the world of comedy. Hannah Gadsby put out her Netflix special called Nanette. Exactly. Okay, so I have no idea how this works. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the people who cheered know that it was kind of an instantly iconic piece of stand-up comedy, and I think it's mostly due to the fact that Hannah Gadsby quit comedy right after that. That was actually what her piece was about. And I think by her, going on stage and then be like, "That's it, folks," that created this kind of epic moment in stand-up comedy. So having said that, I want you to keep in mind that this will be my last time here at PCCC. And there are a few epic things I still have to say. So, number one, I wanted to tell you, I've been talking a lot of shit about my mom on stage here, and I don't want to just leave it at that. So I'm gonna treat you to a few awesome things about my mom, namely some advice she passed on to me. 3 pieces to be exact. Her first piece of advice that I still live by today: it doesn't hurt to ask. And it really doesn't. Like, the other day, I was with my girlfriend in bed, and there was this thing I wanted to ask her to do that was a very specific thing, but I was kind of timid about it. So then my mom popped in my head and she was like, it doesn't hurt to ask. Go for it, my child. So I did, and well, it didn't hurt. Second piece of advice, which I'm not quite sure if it's advice, but it's something she said quite frequently to me. She said, you're not the only person in this world. And at first I'm like, somebody heard that sentence before? Or are you one who says it? But it's, at first it's like, kind of like, yeah, well, obviously. But then when you think about it, it's like, there's also you, and there's also you. It's true. There are other people in this world. Third piece of advice my mom gave to me, she said, you really shouldn't be afraid of dying, because once you're dead, you're not going to care about that anymore anyway, so why worry about it now? And that's just logic you almost can't wrap your head around, but I swear I haven't been afraid of dying since. So, yay, Mom, thank you. So the second thing I wanted to share with you on this, my last night here at PCCC, is that for the past 1.5 years when I've been doing stand-up comedy, I've had a comedy nemesis, and her name is who Notaro is. She's exactly like me, just better and more successful at everything. Like, she's a lesbian comedian, but she's not only been a comedian longer, but also a lesbian. She has an Amazon show, 2 Netflix specials. I have 3 minutes on ORF. We both kind of do this like deadpan comedy, but hers is so famous that when she goes on stage and says hi, people laugh because they're not sure whether she's actually kidding. And then, we both had breast cancer, but of course she had both her boobs removed and I just one of mine. And that's why I hate her. I hate Notaro for being better at everything. And I spend all my waking hours looking for info of what Notaro is up to, so that I can finally find a way to one-up her. So, Tick got married recently. Not to any woman. She got married to a straight woman who went gay for Tig. So, now I have to marry 2 straight women, which I would be fine with, but my girlfriend, the lesbian, won't let me. And then Tig and her wife had themselves twin boys, because sure. Now I have to go out and get myself a set of triplets. Like, how am I gonna feed a set of triplets with just one nipple? In her last stand-up special, she freaking pulls the Inigo Girls on stage with her and performs with them. The Inigo Girls, like the most lesbian band ever. And my lesbian envy kicked in so hard, I couldn't sleep at night. And so this is now my freaking bucket list. I have to sing a very lesbian song with, I don't know, Melissa Etheridge and Katie Lang, preferably. I have to marry 2 straight women, one of them preferably with a set of triplets. Huh. Unattainable, you might think, but as luck would have it, I was invited to Ellen DeGeneres' and Portia de Rossi's combined birthday party this year. Now, how did you get invited to that, you might ask? Because, as you know, there is the gay mafia. You've all heard of us. We are the ones who control everything, especially gender indoctrination culture. That's our thing. And that's why all lesbian comedians in the world know each other. We're all invited to Ellen's birthday party. So it was my first year to go, and I got really excited when the invitation came because, let me tell you, this is a big deal. All of Hollywood attends. It's like the party of the year. So I thought, this might be my one chance to finally meet Cate Blanchett. Of course, I didn't know whether she was going to be there, but I got all excited, lay awake during the night after the invitation came. Thought about, if this is my chance, how am I going to introduce myself to Cate Blanchett? It's my only chance. I need to be all suave and cool and honest, but not pushy. So I thought, I'd go up to her and say, I know this is forward, but I would regret it if I didn't ask. If your situation allows it, I would love to go for a coffee with you sometime, because, I think you're smart and funny, and I think we just might enjoy each other's company. So here's my number. Call me if you want to. I polished that sentence all through the night. I had it in my head. I got up next morning all riled up, wrote back to Ellen and Portia. Dear Ellen, dear Portia, thanks for inviting me to your birthday party. Who else is going to be there? They never got back to me. Rude. So on the day of the party, I didn't know whether Cate Blanchett was going to be there, but I didn't want to miss my chance, so I got there 2 hours early. Drove up the long driveway in LA, through the trees that were like aglow with a million lights, past the rescue dogs swimming with the dolphins, the one-eyed kittens playing with that group of mountain gorillas. I got to the house and I thought, okay, I'm gonna position myself somewhere where I can just have the best view of the hall so I won't miss Cate Blanchett when she comes in. That spot was the bar. It had the best view of the hall. Also there at the bar, also 2 hours early, was Jennifer Lawrence, because she was hoping to run into Larry David, who she has a crush on. Okay, but let me tell you, that girl can drink. So I spent the next 2 hours getting wasted at the bar with Jennifer Lawrence, and I don't quite know what happened. I think I fell asleep, probably. But the next thing I remember is Ellen DeGeneres kind of nudging my shoulder, waking me up, all like, are you okay? Is there anything you need? And I snap out of it and look over into the hall to get a sense of orientation. The party's in full swing, and I see 3 things that make me forget that the name Ellen DeGeneres even exists. Kind of close to me, talking to somebody, I see Tig Notaro. A little further off, there is a group talking to each other, and it's Melissa Etheridge, Katie Lang, Tracy Chapman, and Sia. And at the far end of the hall, there she is, Kate Blanchett. No. So I kind of grab Ellen DeGeneres by the shoulder, like half lift myself up, half shove her away as I think, okay, I'm gonna get my bucket list done tonight. And I say, I got everything I need right here. I walk over to Tig, stand in front of her and say, excuse me. Excuse me. Tig Notaro and Jennifer Aniston stop talking and look at me, and there she is, and I just want to tell her how she's been my comedy nemesis, and I hate her, but I love her, but we're kind of the same. She's always 3 steps ahead, and so I say to her, yeah, you're not the only person in this world. Tig says, funny. You know, my mom used to say that. Your mom was just pointing out the obvious. I tell her as I walk on, because now I go over to Melissa Etheridge and Sia. And I take them by the hand. I come up to them, I take them by the hand, and I say, sing with me. As I think of the most lesbian song I can come up with, I grab them by the hand, sing with me. Sorry. Oh, now it wants to work. Sing with me. Don't let them in, don't let them see. You're the good girl you always had to be. Na na na. But now they know. But now they know. Everybody, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Don't let go. Let it go. Let you let go. See you let go. And then I see why, because everyone has gotten quiet in the hall. All of the hall looks at me. It's really embarrassing, and I just want to die there on the spot. But since I'm not afraid of dying, I there's Kate Blanchett right over there looking at me. And I'm thinking, okay, this was embarrassing, but you've got this. You've got this. You've practiced this sentence. You could do this in your sleep. So I walk up to her and I say, I know this is forward, but I would regret it more if I didn't ask. Like, I mean, I'm not regretting this. I'm delighted. Because we enjoy each other's company, right? I mean, we would enjoy each other's company if your situation allowed it. What's the situation again, by the way? You're a straight woman with 3 boys, right? Hey, that's perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Give me a call. No. Oh, alright. Didn't hurt to ask. Thank you.
Einige von euch haben sich vielleicht gewundert, warum am Anfang nur ich und die Denice herausgekommen sind. Also weil die dritte im Bunde ist ja eigentlich unsere Towander Flagg. Towander Flagg is usually the third member of the PCCC planning committee. But Towander, a little birdie told me you have a little announcement to make for our audience tonight.
Yeah, I quit. Of saying you can't quit, I fire you. No, I quit because it's really, there's no pleasure in organizing this. I'm sorry. I need my time. No, seriously, my book's gonna come out in fall. I want to keep writing, so I'm done.
Für alle, die es nicht mitbekommen haben, die Towander hat ein Buch geschrieben!
Well, but I hate your applause. Keep it to yourself.
But now to the question everybody's interested in. Are there any characters in the book that are based on me or Denice Bourbon?
There might be, and they might just die in the book. You need to find out and buy the book, I'm sure.
I probably will have to buy the book.
Ja.
So, einen großen, für Ihre Veranstalterinnen-Tätigkeit, einen großen Applaus für die Towander Flagg! Und schon ist umgebaut.